How do I do the intro? How do you do good, cool YouTube intros? You need to add CGI, fire, and stuff like boom, fine booms again, I guess. How do people do YouTube intros? So, if you're watching this made it on YouTube, and I actually did this video of 10 cool decks to try this next expansion because I have been brewing for the past how many hours? 2.5 hours. Jesus, 2.5 hours. I'm tired. But yeah, new expansion. I'm really excited. You can tell I'm excited for all the champions equally. Like really equally. Like you know, I'm excited for them so much. I don't have 5 decks out of the 10 I'm providing today just for Nico.
Nico is making her own tribe now.
You know, I'm excited. I'm excited. I get to be excited. So, we are giving you 10 cool decks to try this next expansion. All of them should be viable. You should not lose. You will not lose with these decks. You play these decks, you'll always win. Don't quote me on that, please. First one we have is Annie Nico aggro. This is a new twist on the good old reliable spider aggro, but we lost the spiders. We still got the aggro. We lost the spiders. We don't have the decimate, so we have Reveler's Feast, which is very, very great when you playing a Swarm deck. You have Crimson Pigeon, Precious Pet for your early game. Bitsy Lizard is actually a good card in this deck, but it's not a great one, so we just like run 2. Dig Hunter is an insane tech card, insane support, sorry, mind you. Insane support for Nico, so you actually run a lot of Dig Hunter with Nico to make sure she lives up quickly. Grandfather Fae allows you to swarm faster. Buff cap Bop is great because it has quick attack and the buff caps are actually really good. Horizon Hawk is a stun. Anora and Froob allows you to discount your cards, and you usually have like cheap cards. Like this will be 0 cost, and this should be 1 cost. Anora and Froob with a low curve is very good. You want to save some spell mana after all. Bonehide Tritail is our first payout. You want to have as many tribes as possible before you place a Bonehide, so you can have you can make it as big as possible. Grave Companion is good just as a way to refill your hand. Throwing 1 extra card a turn is very good. Just saying. A Brother's Bond is great for a Swarm. Noxian Fervor is a very reliable finisher of Noxus as well. Reverse Feast is great for Swarm. Pirouette is just a solid aggro card. You get rid of one health unit, then you get rid of the other by stunning it. You deal a lot of damage. It's a really great deck. I love it. This will be my go-to. Like this and another one coming ahead will be my go-to day 1 decks, simply because they're aggro and I love playing aggro. I got some really high hopes for this one. Hopefully I'm not on Kobe. Let's just hope. That's a lot of hope. The next deck is Morming, because this is a Nico Vayne deck where your only goal is to attack with Nico as much as possible after leveling you up. So your Vayne will give you a tumble to attack with a unit, and you have Cataclysm to also attack with a unit. We'll also have Inform Up and Single Combat to keep your Nico alive, even as when she gives herself +1/+1. She gives everything with a subtype +1/+1. Guess what has subtypes? Not these. Elites. Elites have a lot of subtypes, and Trusty Ramhout is good with elites. So this is just, I'm gonna level up my Nico. I'm gonna attack with her like 3 times, maybe 4 times, and I'm gonna have way too many stats for you to actually do anything. This is just a stat overkill. And you have Ferocious Fluffs to end the game. But when you have so many stats and you continue attacking with Nico, she will stay alive. And you're just gonna continue balling out of control. This is the main concept of this deck. You play Nico, you make her attack like 3 times, everything in your hand is too big. Everything is too big. They can do anything. This is our 3rd Nico deck. Again, I told you, I don't have a problem. I'm not addicted. But Nico is really good. This is a Nico Warden of the Tribes deck, where you play Omenhawk. You have Bird, Boro, Yeti, cat, dog, fae, reptile, another cat, 2 Ilnuks, weaponsmith, weapon master, another dog, another bird, and whatever the fuck that is. What is that? I don't know. You have a Gnar for your Yordle, and you have a Darken Spear for your Darken, if you get to play the Darken. So you basically you kind of have every tribe in the game. Like looking at it now, like that's like 90% of all tribes in the game. Your Warden will be big. Your board will be big. Will it be a good deck? I have no idea. Well, I hope it will be. Again, Nico decks are stats. You are trying to build as much stats as possible. This is your goal, to make big stuff. And Warden is just a great finisher. So this is a basic combo. You play as much tribes as you can, then you buff them all up with Warden. And our fourth deck of the day, also an eco deck. Yeah, I'm beginning to believe I actually have a problem. This is a Nora Nico aggro deck.
I will, Nico!
With Sneezy Bagel Dust. So your goal is to have as much portals as possible because they get you created minions. You play Battle Commando as well. You play Grandfather Fae. You want as many created minions as possible, and then you play Sneezy. Your Nico is good if you can level her up with the portals, but you're not always leveling her up with the portals. This is mainly a portal deck. Nico is a splash here, but this is portal aggro swarm. Another Nico deck. Okay, I might need an intervention. Might be too much, but interaction between Nidalee and Voices of the Risen is really strong.
I like you too, Nico.
The fact that you can very easily level up your Nidalee, and then your Voices of the Risen is buffing everything up, is good. Even if it's just an attack buff, but then Nico will level up everything up. Frick. English, please work. Jesus. I've only been talking for like 3 hours and 40 minutes. But then your Nico will grant everything else buffs. So basically your entire board will be big. Again, Nico decks are just have big stats, attack a lot with big stats, have more units, win game. I love it. It's amazing. It's this archetype speaks to me. Maybe I should actually play Nico and what's her face? Tristana. I should play Nico Tristana. Finally, some non-Nikos. It's the Boro King. His regency is the one and only Boro King. That's a puppet. But you play a card to basically you want to predict into the Boro King as fast as possible. This deck will struggle if you don't get Boro King. So you have five predicting units and then Scrying Sands. So you have 8 ways to predict. And then the rest is just like Boros. And Boro what's the word again? Boro drawers. Boro pilots. Boro herders. Yeah, that's a word. Boro herders. I swear to God, I'm running low on steam. My brain is not working. I'm not usually this stupid. And I make stupid jokes, but like this deck really relies on you having Boro King and keeping him alive. He is the sole core of this deck. And then you start leveling up your stuff. And then you start playing a wide board. So your main goal here is to have a wide board. And to continuously level it up. So you need the king. You need the king. I'm saying it now. You need the freaking king. Lonely Boro is here to give you more Boros. You have Daring Boros. Like, you need to play 6 other new Boros. Lonely Boro should give you 2. Boro Sledge should give you 2, maybe 3 if you're lucky. Fabled Boro should also give everything. Not give you more. Won't give you more. But you also have Boro stories. This alone is enough. Like, Boro King should be leveling super easily in this deck. The goal here is just to get him and to keep him alive. This is the main concept of this deck. Now we enter the. This is an old deck, but it's getting some fun new twists. For example, elites. You know elites, I know elites, I hate elites. You know what will make elites even better? Making it super annoying to play against. Even more. It's annoying to play against already. Just add Mage Seeker Jr. to make all the spells more expensive, and add Snnuy to make all spells even more expensive, and that's it. That's it. That's it. But this is just elites. With 2 new cards. You're only running 2 new cards, but it's just so good. Being able to tutor a specific card, so you need tutors. That's what I wanted to say. This is a Boro tutor. Another deck. This is one I'm very excited to play tomorrow. I got from a Toxic Chicken, which is a Chinese player. This is, and I wouldn't change a single card. This deck is just like magnifique. This is Samira Gwen, Captain Karek's deck. Red Gwen is back. I can't be happier. As a Red Gwen enjoyer that got with 2 Masters Wizard like 2 times, I cannot be happier that Red Gwen is back. I'm gonna blaze the hell out of this deck. This is just like, just perfect. Captain Karek's is the great finishers that Red Gwen decks needed. That is not like harrowing. That is not like super expensive and super slow. So, and you run a great aggro. Look, the game plan here is get the aggro going, have Gwen or have Captain Karek's. Continue attacking. If you get Sacred Shears, which is like an extra Gwen in your Gwen deck, just like wonderful. You get to make double. You get to make double threats. So good. Issue is like the only. Well, it's not the issue. It's balancing. Is your Eternal Dancers will not summon your most valuable unit, which is your Captain Karek's, because he only has 1 HP. Well, 1 HP. If he has 1 HP or playable, he only has 1 attack. So, like, that's the only issue you have. Like, if you played a Phantom Butler, it will summon a Phantom Butler over a Captain Karek's. Redeemed Protege over Captain Karek's. Boisterous Host over Captain Karek's. Anything and everything that died besides Captain Karek's will be summoned. He is the only 1 attack unit in the entire board, and that is intentional. This is intentional balancing from the dev team. They know how this card will be played, and they made it that it's not absolutely broken. I'm very excited for this deck, honestly. I'm sorry for rambling specifically about this one, but I'm very excited for it. It's a super great list. I cannot wait to play it. Our next deck is it's ever reliable.
The stage is set.
It's playtime!
Gryffindor Tome is just like super busted, especially on Jin. Getting to stun double, getting to decimate the Nexus double, getting to deal 2 damage. On Jin, Raven Boom. At least stick with Raven Bloom. At least have consistency. Holy god. Ravenborn Tome is so good. If you don't have Jin, you can also just put it on Captain Greyback. Because attack, I deal 3 damage to my blocker. It's dead or gone, I deal 3 damage to the enemy Nexus. So, you can either kill your blocker, like if it has 4 HP for example, you deal 3 damage to it twice. It dies. You deal 2 damage, 2 overwhelm damage to the Nexus. Which is good. If it doesn't, you deal 3 damage, it kills it. You deal the other 3 damage to the Nexus, and sends this attack for 2. Ravenborn has 2 great hits. Your main goal is to get it on Jin. If you can't get it on Jin, you can get it on Captain Greyback. If you can get it on either, any's a good hit. What else? Not Mana Soul Student, not Donnie. Donnie is my personal favorite in this list. I just add Donnie because I like Donnie. You can add it on Imperial Demolitionist. No, not Imperial. Legion Saboteur. Mind you. I'm dumb. The one that attacks. The one that attacks. Don't put it on Imperial. Don't put it on Imperial Demolitionist. Please. Thank you. But like, yeah, you have so many good hits for the Ravenborn Tome. I said its name right. Let's go. Yeah. I'm getting in my zone now. You have so many good hits for the Ravenborn Tome that you should actually do well with this deck. Like, I don't know if this is a buff that this deck needed to be tier 1, but it was already like a good deck. just got more toys to play with. So I'm very hopeful for this one. Something I'm also hopeful for.
Need
Evelyn
your
Kaiser.
help, Eve.
I'm always ready to play.
I'm sorry, but giving every random husk +1/+1 is busted. No joking. It's every random husk. Every husk you have giving +1/+1 is busted. Add in the void gate of giving everything extra, not stats. What does it give extra of? Shit. My brain is I'm tired, man. I'm tired, man. You know how good I've been talking for? You have good, how good? I can't even English. I can't even English. I've been talking for 4 hours. 4 hours straight of me just talking into the void. Good stuff. But yeah, having Siren Song to give your husks +1/+1, that means every husk will give your units +1/+2. And you just continue going on. You go on and on and on. Your finishers are mainly still Kaisa, but now you can just overpower your opponent by having so many stats. You can just have so much stats your opponent can do nothing about it. With Void Gates just sharing all the keywords. It's so good. Again, these are old decks that got new toys, but they got some really good toys. So, I'm very hopeful. Also, my wife sent me something on. Did you call me out for being tired? No, you didn't. Thank you. She did not call me out for being tired. I appreciate that too. But yeah, that's all about it. 10 new decks. 10 new decks. Holy crap. 10 new decks made in 2.5 hours. Oh, that is a lot. I have finished my deck creating quota for like the next, I don't know, 2 years. I'm not a deck builder. I'm a deck abuser. Thank you very much. But that'll be all about it. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have fun with this expansion as much as I'm having fun absolutely discovering everything in it already. And go to the description to grab any decks you need. They all should be down. I hope. I hope. They should be down. If they're not down, I'll be mad. But yeah, hope you have fun. Don't forget to leave a comment, subscribe, like, your social security number, your bank account data. Come on, help me out. I'll stop with this joke when it stops being funny. God damn it! But yeah, that's all for now. I will see you all later. If you want to come around, hang out on Twitch, I'm also there. If you want to come hang out on Twitter, I'm also there. I'm technically everywhere, so I'm in your room. I'm under your bed. Watch out. Yeah, see you later. See you later, nerds. Oh my god. Yes, that should be it. That was a wacky end. That was a really wacky ending.